Hey, what is up, mortals? It is Robo Celestial here with a new video for you. Welcome to part 6 of What If Deku Was a Saiyan. I just wanted to greet you guys by just saying, sit back and relax, you're in for a treat. So, we begin. Gran Torino smells something burning and runs to the kitchen and sees Deku burning his food. Gran Torino yells at Deku, "What the hell are you doing, Deku? You're burning my food, hasn't anyone taught you how to cook?" Deku replies and says, "No, I tried, but I've never been good at it." Gran Torino smacks his face and says in disappointment, "Good grief, I'll just order pizza." After the pizza, Gran Torino says, "Alright, time for training number 2. Deku asks what is the training was going to do. Gran Torino says, "I saw you use that special move of yours, the Joss Jujutsu." Deku repeats, "No, it's called the Josu Jujutsu." Gran Torino says, "Whatever, I saw how your body was after using it. You seemed tense, so we're doing some mediating to help your body to relax while using it." Gran Torino asks Deku to sit down and explain how the Josu Jujutsu works to make sure this will help. Gran Torino tells Deku to use the Josu Jujutsu while sitting. As Deku powers up, winds blow from him, blowing away papers in the table. Gran Torino is shocked and thinks to himself, just by powering up he causes winds like this. Damn, that All Mighty's a blind fool for not choosing him as his successor. Gran Torino says, "Now close your eyes and try to relax and focus your power throughout your body while using it." Deku does as so. Deku body feels so calm and relaxes, he thinks to himself, "Why haven't I thought of this?" Gran Torino says, "Now try increasing your power, but wait every minute between each power up, while doing the same thing to see how far you can go." Deku powers up to Josu Jujutsu X3, feeling fine, then X4 feeling kinda tense, then X5 feeling even tenser than before but still can go on. Gran Torino watches and observes how he's doing while trying not to get blown away. Then Deku goes into Josu Jujutsu X6 and that's his breaking point. He powers down and struggles to get up. Gran Torino says him, "That's pretty good, looks like you can go up to 5 times your power, not bad, but let's do it again but with more time per power." Deku surprised and groans. He does the same but breaks at 6 again. They try and finally after 6 hours with breaks in between he's able to go into X6 for 30 seconds, X5 for 45 seconds, X4 1 minute, X3 1 minute and a half, X2 2.5 minutes. After hours of break, Gran Torino says, "Alright, for our final training before you head back we will go to Shinjuku to fight some villains." Deku replies, "Villains? Isn't that a bit too much? We just started training on my basic abilities." Gran Torino laughs and says, "Why are you so shocked? You were attacked by villains before, you should be used to it now. Besides, this will train your abilities by fighting people who won't hold back." Deku says, "Okay, that make a lot of sense." They head towards the train and take a ride to Shinjuku. As they are on the train, a Nomu breaks into the train and throws an injured hero. Deku catches him and sees if he's okay. The hero isn't responded and Deku shout, "Call for help." Gran Torino sees the Nomu about to attack passengers on the train. He says, "Get down, kid." He jets over and kicks the Nomu and chases after it. The injured hero gets some aid and Deku runs out of the train to chase after them. He runs and then starts to fly. Then he sees a bunch of hero fighting off a bunch of Nomius with fire everywhere. One local hero breaks open a fire hydrant and says to Idia, "Brother, quick, spray the water on the fire." He says out loud, "Damn it, Ida, why do you have to go running off at a time like this?" Deku hears this and wonders where he went and then runs off trying to find him. Idia says to Stain, "Remember my name for as long as you live. I, the brother of Ingenuine that you almost killed, will stop you in your place." Stain replies, "I only let your brother live so the media can shine the light on me." Idia says, "How dare you." Idia speeds up for a kick. Stain dodges it and steps on his shoulder with his spiky boots, pinning Idia to the ground, then licks his blood. "I can't move, is this his quirk? Damn it." Stain stands up top of Idia saying, "You're a waste of a hero, you're weak and pathetic. Running over here just to fight me for revenge. You're like the rest of the heroes, you only care about yourselves. Now prepare to die." Stain grabs his sword about to stab Idia, but then suddenly Deku runs in and punches Stain, sending him flying into a wall. Lita says, "What are you doing here, Midoriya? How did you find me?" Deku said, "I searched and found you just on time, right before you were about to get killed. Also that from my research 60% of the Stain killer's kills were in areas where no one was around. So I went away from the commotion and found you." Lita says, "Midoriya, stop it, this isn't your fight." Stain says, "Your friend comes to save you. That's a great line, isn't it? But I have a duty to kill him. If we clash, of course the weaker will be called." Deku is in shock and gets a flashback at the USJ of All Might saying, "The eyes of white-collar criminals like you burn silently." He's different from the guys at USJ. His eyes are those of a killer. Deku has his phone behind his back and sends his location to everyone in class. Wanted to see if anyone's nearby for help. Deku also sees another hero down. He thinks to himself, "I should have brought a pro hero with me. There's no way I could save both of them and stall for time for myself. Guess I'll just have to fight." Idia against says, "I can't get up. I think it's his quirk." "Stop, this isn't your battle." Deku says, "Shut up if you say that." Then heroes can't do anything. Like All Might said, meddling when you don't need to is the essence of being a hero. Deku charges forward, Stain swings his blade, Deku ducks and shoots a Kai blast at Stain, blinding him. Stain keeps on guard and focuses, he yells there. Stain wings his sword but nothing there. Deku yells from above, over here, and punches him in the head. He lands on his feet and says, did it work? Stain licks his sword and Deku falls to the ground saying, why can't I move? A cut like that shouldn't have stunned me. He sees Stain Killer walk by and sees the blood on his sword. Deku says to himself, that's it, it's blood that makes people unable to move. Stain walks up to Idia saying, making a smoke screen so I can't see so you could hide and land a hit on me. You're worth keeping alive, you're not all talk like these other guys over here. Stain walks up to Lita and picks up his sword and says, die. Deku says stop and launches a Kitakyushu windy vortex, jabbing Stain in the back. Stain yells and walks over to Deku, just for that I changed my mind, I'll kill you first. Lita says stop. Flames come from an alleyway. Stain sees this and jumps away from the fire. Todoroki appears and says, you need to put more info when you're sending stuff like this. You delayed me, but I got your message. You're not the type of person to send a message with no info, so I knew something was up. Todoroki freezes the ground and pushes the injured hero, Deku, and Lita up while trying to attack the Stain Killer. Stain jumps away from the ice. Todoroki launches another fire blast saying, don't worry, the pros will also get here in a few minutes. Now let me carry your burden. Thank you all for sticking around and I hope that you enjoyed. Before you leave, we would just like to let you know that We The Celestials has many other channels for your entertainment and viewing purposes. All the information you'll need is right below here in the description, so feel free to check out all the other incredible projects our team creates. Secondly, on behalf of We The Celestials, I'd like to thank everyone involved in the production of today's awesome content. Their details will be in the description below. That's all for today's video. So goodbye and have a divine day.